As the race for the White House heats up, the big age difference between 47-year-old Barack Obama and 72-year-old John McCain is a hot topic. According to the latest NBC Wall Street Journal poll, nearly 4 in 10 voters say they are concerned that McCain is too old to be president. How many say they're concerned that Obama's too young? Or don't they ask that question because they're biased against older people?
Haynes, you are a lot younger than McCain.
But nonetheless, you know, are they asking the reverse question?
Right.
I don't think so. But over the course of history, how significant is age when you're president or CEO? Joining us for a Your Money, Your Vote debate, Dr. Susan Battley, leadership psychologist and CEO of Battley Performance Consulting. She also holds PhD in history. What are you, a serial studier? And Michael Farr, CNBC contributor and president of Farr, Miller in Washington, who we're not even sure went to school. Okay. Michael, I believe you are here to uphold the banner for us older people.
It's the hair, Mark. I get to do the age thing because of the hair.
Yeah.
You know, I think that Wall Street sort of in a knee-jerk way has always gone and said that more experience is better and more experience comes with age. Now, you can have a lot of experience at age 47. I know that because I happen to be 47. You know, you're not going to hire a 22-year-old to be president or run the company. You want someone who's seasoned and experience matters, and a lot of it comes with age. So I think Wall Street has always said we like Jack Welch. I think Immelt took an unfair hit. We like these older CEOs. We feel comfortable they've seen it before, and we listened to Mr. Buffett and hung on his every word this morning. He'll be 78 on the 30th of this month.
Dr. Battley.
Oh, well, let's not forget that Mr. Buffett was a dynamo in his 30s, and that by the time he was 40, he penned his first shareholders letter and took Berkshire Hathaway, really made it into a powerhouse in his 40s, and was on the Forbes 400 list before he was 50. So I think if we look at age, it's really only one aspect. It's potential and its ability. We look at nowadays, Jamie Dimon became the CEO of Bank One when he was 44. 4 years later, became the CEO of J.P. Morgan Chase, and Indra Nooyi also became president of PepsiCo at age 45. So I think we have many examples there where it is ability and preparedness. Looking at the U.S. presidents, if we look back in history, Theodore Roosevelt, who was the architect of the Square Deal, very progressive, was 42 when he became president. John Kennedy, 43. And by the way, with all the concern that we hear about Obama only being a first-term president, well, Abraham Lincoln, when he became president at the age of 52, had only served 2 years in the House of Representatives.
But Susan, don't you think that Americans still have a tendency to associate age with experience and find a comfort in that older person who has seen it all and has made good decisions? I mean, it still, of course, is very dependent on the track record, but if it's going to be a knee-jerk reaction from an unsophisticated voter, don't you think they go with age?
Age can be a variable, and I think it really does depend, Michael, on the psyche. That is, what is it that people are responding to and looking for in a leader? Because all leadership is situational. Age can also, though, set a person up at what I call experience traps. And these are traps around when what you know isn't necessarily so. The most serious of these is a risk I call toxic certainty. And that really involves a leader relying incorrectly on past experience and selective information to deal with current situations. So that can be a risk, and that can go up. And a second experience trap
that can go up with age, you mean?
Yeah, the risk can, because we can become complacent.
But we saw
thinking that we know
that
more
can
than we
happen
do.
at a younger age, too, right? I mean, Jeff Skilling his experience was that he could do whatever he wanted and get away with it until all of a sudden they don't.
Absolutely, Michael. And that is the personality dimension, too, because the other aspects of leadership are, do you have your ego in check? Are you, really a person who can develop a team around you? I think that's going to be one of the key issues now everyone's looking at in terms of who will be Obama's vice presidential running mate, and the same with John McCain. So I think we're really looking at the fact, and I'm going to go back to the Oracle of Omaha in terms of his formula for success, and that is you need to have a winning team and management, and I think this is really going to be key.
Warren Buffett, by the way, turns 78 at the end of the month.
Right.
like, in about 10 days. So proof that you can do anything at any age.
Unfortunately,
again,
he said he wasn't interested in being president. I was very disappointed when I heard him say that today. I thought, you know, that would be an easy guy to get elected right there.
It would, and also Michael, he's an Obama supporter, so clearly age is not one of the key indicators that Mr. Buffett is looking out to cast his vote.
So it does come down very much to experience and a track record, and I think you don't throw them out just because they're 75, and you don't necessarily say they don't know what they're doing at 45. It goes to that track record, age, and experience, though by and large I think Americans like that age thing better.
Well, I would say also that it's not just age, it's also about the future and a compelling vision.
I'm letting the old guy have the last word, okay? Thank you, Dr. Susan Battley. And the old guy,
Yes.
Michael Farr.